Shutter speed ISO film speed set ring. Set the desired shutter speed in ISO film speed for proper exposure. 2. Shutter release button activates the shutter mechanism to capture the image. 3. Film advance lever advance the film to the next frame after capturing an image. 4. Frame counter keeps track of the number of frames or exposure on the film. 5. Neck strap eyelet, a small loop to attach the camera's neck strap for easy carrying. 6. Hand grip provides a comfortable grip for steady handling of the camera. 7. Self-timer lever sets a delay timer for self-portraits or group photos. 8. Lens release buttons releases the lens for removal or attachment. 9. Hot shoe contact accessory shoe connects external flash units or other accessories to the camera. 10. Film rewind crank winds the film back into the film canister after it has been fully exposed. 11. Film rewind knob allows to manual rewinding of the film speed or ISO rating for the current film loaded in the camera. 13. Aperture ring adjusts the size of the lens opening to control the amount of light entering the camera. 14. Distance scale shows the distance between the camera and the subject for manual focusing. 15. Focusing ring allows for manual adjustment of focus to ensure sharpness. 16. Depth of field indicates the range of acceptable focus in front and behind the subject. 17. Multiple exposure lever enables multiple exposure on a single frame of film. 18. Exposure measurement button activates the exposure meter to measure the amount of light in the scene for proper exposure. Back of the analog camera. 19. Viewfinder eyepiece allows the user to view the scene or subject before taking the photo. 20. Rewind fork used to rewind the film back into the cartridge after it has been fully exposed. 21. Film cartridge chamber holds to the film cartridge securely in place for proper exposure. 22. Battery chamber lid provides access to the compartment where the camera's batteries are housed. 23. Tripod socket allows the camera to be securely mounted on a tripod for steady shots. 24. Film guide rails guides the film smoothly through the camera for proper alignment and exposure. 25. Film sprockets interlock with the perforated edges of the film to advance it frame by frame. 26. Camera back provides access to the film chamber and allows for easy loading and unloading of film. 27. Film pressure plate keeps the film flat and in place for accurate exposure. 28. Film rewind button, when pressed, allows the film to be rewound back into the cartridge. 29. Film take-up spool collects the exposed film and winds it tightly onto a spool as new film advances. 30. Film cartridge confirmation window display the type and status of the film cartridge loaded into the camera. Front of the digital camera. Built-in flash integrated flash unit for providing additional light in low light situation. Flash mode button. Button to select different flash modes. Example, autofill red, eye reduction. Bracketing button. Enables exposure bracketing for capturing multiple shots at different exposures. Infrared receiver. Receive signal from infrared remote control device. Mounting mark. Indicator for aligning and attaching the lens securely to the camera body. Built-in microphone. External microphone for recording audio during video recording. Lens release button. Button to detach the lens from the camera body. Connector cover. Protective cover for external connectors. Example, USB HDMI. To prevent dust and damage. Cover for accessory terminal and external microphone connectors. Protective cover for additional accessory connections. AF mode button. Button to select different autofocus modes. Example, single continuous manual. Focus mode selector. Switch for choosing between autofocus and manual focus mode. Meter coupling lever. Mechanism that couples the camera's metering system with the lens for accurate exposure measurement. Mirror. Reflective surface that directs light from the lens to the viewfinder. USB connector. Port for connecting the camera to a computer or other devices for data transfer. AV connector. Connector for audio-video output to a TV or monitor. HDMI mini pin connector for port for connecting the camera to an external display using HDMI. Accessory terminal. Terminal for connecting additional accessories like external flashes or remote shutter releases. Connector for external microphone connection point for attaching an external microphone for improved audio recording. Backup digital camera. Rubber eye. A rubber piece of comfortable viewing. Viewfinder eyepiece, the part where you look through to compose your shot. Diopter, adjust the viewfinder focus for users with different eyesight. Control, general term for button dials and switches on the camera body. A button, button to lock exposure and focus settings. Speaker, produces sound for playback and audio recording. Main command dial, rotating dial for adjusting settings like aperture and shutter speed. Delete button, allows deletion of unwanted photos. Playback button, activates image playback mode. Live view switch, switches between using the viewfinder and the LCD screen for composing shots. Monitor the LCD screen on the camera. Movie record control, button to start and stop video recording. Multi-selector, navigation pad for selecting menu option and adjusting setting. Menu button, accesses the camera's menu system for adjusting various settings. Memory card slot cover, protective cover for the memory card slot. OK button, confirms selections or settings made in the menu. Help protest button, activates the camera's help or tutorial function. Thumbnail playback zoom out button, allows zooming out when viewing thumbnails. Infrared receiver, receives signals from remote control devices. Focus selector lock, locks the focus mode to prevent accidental changes. Nikon, bright name of the camera. Memory card access lamp, indicator light that shows when the camera is accessing the memory card.